Hello class, I'm Phú and today I'm helping you to understand the meaning and the types of checks in the subjects business English. So first we learn some new words. We list some kinds of checks that you know. You often go to the banks, okay, and you do some banking transactions. There's kinds of checks that you must know in order to do business more conveniently. So the first one, we have nominal checks, means sách định danh. The second type of check is bearer checks, sách vô danh. The third one is check to others, sách theo lệnh. The fourth one is transferable checks, sách chuyển khoản. The fifth one is certified check, sách bảo chi. The sixth one is cross checks, sách gạch chéo. And the seventh is travel checks, circulars. So in total, there are 7 types of checks that you have to remember. And you have to know the meanings of these checks in Vietnamese. Now, so we practice saying the expressions, and we know the position of the stress in words of more than one syllable. Now, please repeat after me. Amount in words. Amount in words. Amount in figures. Amount in figures. Account number. Account number. Crossing. Crossing. Counterfoil. Counterfoil. Check number. Check number. Day. Day. Drawer. Drawer. Drawee. Drawee. Drawer banks. Drawer banks. So-called. So-called. Signature of the drawers. Signature of drawers. Payee. Payee. So the first one, amount in words, is số tiền bằng chữ. The second one, amount in figures, means số tiền bằng số. The third one, account number, means số tài khoản. The fourth one, crossing, gạch chéo. The fifth one, counterfoil, cuốn sách. The next one, check numbers, số sách or sách. The next one, date, means ngày. Drawer, người ký phát. Drawees or drawer banks là ngân hàng của người ký phát. So-called, mã chi nhánh ngân hàng, means so-called. Signature of drawers, chữ ký của người ký phát. And payees là người thụ hưởng. Okay. Now, you look at this game, it's in the Vietnamese, and you try to remember 12 terms from 1 to 12. Số tiền bằng chữ, what is it in English? Số tiền bằng số, số tài khoản, gạch chéo, cuốn sách, số sách, ngày, người ký phát, ngân hàng của người ký phát, mã chi nhánh ngân hàng, chữ ký của người ký phát, người thụ hưởng. Okay, do you remember? Okay, good. Now, next we identify the parts of the following checks. Cross checks or sách thanh toán chuyển khoản. So here's the checks. The first one, you have counter. Counter is counterfoil. Counterfoil. Number 2, the payee. Number 3, drawee. or the drawer banks. Number 4 is the crossing. Number 5, the date. Number 6, the short cost. Number 7, the amount in words. Number 8, the check numbers. Number 9, the short code. Number 10, the account number. And number 11, the amount in figures. Number 12, the drawers, signatures. So here is the parts of the checks that you should be familiar with when you use banking transactions at the banks. Okay. Next, an open check, sigma. So you look at the following open check and identify the parts of the checks. So an open check, you see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. We have number 1, the date, the name of the bank, the name, the pays, the dates of the pays, and the numbers of the checks. So here we look at this passage. Supply one word or phrase from the list below for each number space. Some words are used twice. We have payees, identify, drawees, drawer, account, mirror, person, open, cash, lines, checks, paid, crossing, order, cost, backup. Number 1, the correct advantage of using for payment is that you don't have to carry large amounts around with you. Your money remains in your bank where it is safe from loss or theft. A check is simply an in writing to your bank to pay money from to someone else. This can be done anywhere without going near a bank. You simply the check and give it to the payee. Your bank is and the person you are paying is Nowadays, checks are usually printed with choose down the middle, which are called the crossing. A check means the money can only bear into a bank account. If the check is cross account, it can only be paid into the account of the name on the check. On the other hand, a check can be cash if the has written pay cash or pay instead of the name of a payee. Checks without the lines printed on them are checks and can be cash or paid into the payee's bank. In this case, a letter authority from the drawer is needed and paper from the bearers. So here, this is the passage. You use the words given in the box to fill in the blanks. Number 1, we have checks. Number 2, we have cash. Number 3, bank account. Number 4, order. Number 5, account. Number 6, makeup. Number 7, drawers. Number 8, drawees. Number 9, payees. Number 10, lines. Number 11, cross. Number 12, paid. Number 13, payee. Number 14, person. Number 15, open. Number 16, drawers. Number 17, bearer. Number 18, crossings. Number 19, open. Number 20, identity. So, can you remember the words? Now, look at the passage and try to remember it. Okay? Now, the questions. Number 1, what is the prior advantage of using checks? Number 2, what is a check? Number 3, who is the drawers? Number 4, who is the drawees? And number 5, who is the payee? Number 6, what is the difference between a closed check and an open check? Number 7, what should be brought with you when you withdraw money by using an open check? Now finish up. Can you recognize which one is the closed check and which one is the open check? So this is the closed check or the open check. The Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited. And how about this one? This is closed check or the open check? How about this one? Is this the closed check or the open check? So now the question is, what is the difference between a closed check and an open check? So here, this is a summary. A closed check is a check with two lines or crosses showing that it can only be deposited at a bank and not exchanged for cash. An open check is a check which has not been crossed or marked not negotiable, which can be cashed at the bank on which it is borrowed and does not have to be paid into an account. Okay. Now, thanks for your listening.